Welcome to the Healing Glow with Moki. This ain't no soft healing space. Break every curse in your bloodline. Heal like your ancestors are watching, because they are. No more playing small. No more humble healing. I'm Moki, bold, goofy, and unapologetic. And I'm here to help you remember who the hell you are. It's time to glow up. Today's episode, we are talking about toxic parenting, breaking generational curses as far as our parenting, down to the bloodline, and also to top it off and end off our conversation today, we're going to talk about relationships this generation. I hope you guys are ready to have this conversation today because I am ready to help you guys out. And maybe I could touch somebody out here in this world that's going through something with breaking generation curses, toxic parenting, or maybe dealing with something in their relationship today. Maybe I can help you, give you some type of pointer so we can try to fix it or help you grow. Let's get started. Well, I have here today my dogs, Tay and Aaron. We are in the house. Y'all will see a lot of them in between my podcast because I'm very familiar with them. And they're my dogs, and we flow so smooth. And I always need a man point of view. You know, I'm always here for the ladies, but I'm also on the men's side too. So I'm not taking sides. I want to make sure I say this clearly. Sometimes our debates be a little because men gonna be what they want to think, and females gonna want to do what they want to think. Nobody's answer is wrong. We here to vibe out. We're talking about things that we personally go through too. Our parenting. Everything is real deal. Raw dog. Pause. But
Good pause. Good pause.
what I'm saying, see what I'm talking about? We just flow. But what I'm saying is this is a non-judgmental podcast. Nobody is judging you. It's just go with the flow. We're here for vibes, laugh, and we're healing at the same time. So let's get to it. How was y'all day? How was y'all weekend? You know what I'm saying?
What today is? We recording on
I'm motherfucking tired.
Today what?
Today is Friday.
I'm motherfucking tired.
Damn, we got a whole week.
Damn, I got the kids this weekend. All of them.
I like how everybody just gained a reality of what the day of the week is. Like,
Watch.
yeah, but I've been good. I've been pretty busy being in the lab. Nothing serious. Everything going on. I ain't got nothing planned this weekend. It's like my vacation. Like a little self-vacation.
Mother's Day weekend, right?
Damn.
I hope not.
It is. Yeah, it is. It's Sunday. It is.
The 11th. Today's.
I normally don't have the kids.
I'm counting down the days when my son get out of school, so I know.
Hey, yo.
There you go.
I didn't even realize Mother's Day. First off, I just be living a blur, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with all my days.
For
Hit
sure.
the claps.
Being the same.
That's what we
day.
got calendars for. You ain't got remember shit.
Yeah.
Claps.
You ain't got remember shit.
I mean, once you get older, it's like, fuck it. You know.
Yeah, it's kind of it ain't like when it be thinking about Christmas. You know, like when you was younger, it felt like Christmas took forever to come.
Now it's
and now
like,
like,
damn,
Christmas tomorrow.
bad is
Take
bad.
that
it's
shit
bad,
off
it's
the
bad,
calendar.
that.
No.
Gotta put the decorations up. Gotta make sure the kids have a.
We ain't doing Christmas this year.
I'm okay with taking.
I ain't do it last year. I sure did.
I'm okay with taking Christmas off the calendar and just reappointing it at a different time of the year, just with a different name, like rebrand it. Like I'm okay with the concept of okay, you get your kids
Their
some gifts and
Christmas
whatnot.
is their birthday.
See, my kid's birthday is 2 weeks after Christmas. So that part of the fourth quarter is not a good quarter.
Yeah, that's how my little brother
Hey, look,
is.
some of your Christmas presents is put to the side for your birthday.
Of course.
Sorry to tell.
I can't even get out. I can't even get away with that.
Damn.
I can't even get away with that.
Not yet.
Not yet. No.
If you tell her that, don't tell her shit.
But see, the problem is she tells me. Like, I have no control in this relationship. You know, I'm just an adult that just manage her. I'm like an assistant. You know,
Makes
just like the
sense.
assistant. So when she told
Really godparent.
she told me where she was going for her birthday this year.
Ooh,
And you know me?
you went along with it?
What about nah, you got a big dog.
What she said she want to go?
Great Wolf Lounge.
Oh,
Be
I
careful.
just took Julius there.
Yeah, we was in Ohio. And it was
I don't know
dope.
about that one there.
I think it was
I wouldn't recommend going nowhere out here.
This is my first time actually going to Great Wolf Lounge.
Out here?
No, just in general.
Oh,
I ain't never
they
out.
got, I never went, but our family members did, and I heard they got
That's crazy.
Them little critters.
Yeah. The one in
I just was there. We
You didn't know? Did
we
you
came
stay?
out good. We stayed the night. we
I'm being
stayed.
honest. I heard they have the critters.
We stayed
That's
the night.
why I have
okay?
not went.
We stayed one night. But anywhere I go, I'm gonna check the bed. I'm
All
gonna.
right, so did you check everything?
Yeah, you
though?
got to. You
Okay,
got to.
all right.
Because they be having them critters sometimes.
the one in Cincinnati was dope. We didn't stay the
To be
night.
honest with you, shit.
We didn't stay the night because she had like a little party and get together after. But that was my first time ever going. It was kind of dope. Now in the future, I know how to prepare myself more for it. Like, okay, I gotta have his food here.
Oh, you gonna need money.
arcade here.
Oh, you gonna need
Because
money.
originally I'm like,
Definitely
okay,
was a lot of girls there.
yeah. So luckily
Like your
she was
girl
just it was dolo. So it was just me out here just being girl dad energy. It was cool. But in the future, I didn't know it was an arcade in there.
Bro, everything.
I didn't know. It makes sense.
The
but-
games around the joint.
Yeah,
but
all of
everything.
that makes sense. But just in my mind, I only thought about an indoor water park.
Yeah.
And then so next time I'm like, oh yeah. But she young. So just the fact she there
I'm
right
like,
now.
we can go to Chuck E. Cheese after this. Let's go ahead and go to the water park when
Bro,
we came here.
It's
from.
definitely exciting for the kids. 'Cause I went there when I was a kid, and this is my second time going back when I took my son. I'm just like,
I ain't never go.
It's kind of dope experiencing things as an adult with your kids. Cause like
ain't no going there, just adult.
Do it have alcohol?
Yes.
yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
It's
so
a
I
whole
might
adult
That was
section.
the best thing.
I take the kids one day.
It's a whole adult section that the kids are not even allowed.
Oh shit, I got
Oh, that's different.
Oh, the one in Ohio, it was legit like the section that you can still see the kids, you can still see everybody out there in the water, you still manage it, but the kids are not allowed past like this rope or this area.
I'm going
they
to
ain't had that.
Ohio.
Niggas
Okay.
drinking on the little jump by the way, boo.
I'm going to Ohio. That's what I need. Y'all go ahead and enjoy your time. As long as I got me a little drink to drink.
That Jay was
You like,
definitely
Dad, you gonna
fire.
get back in the pool? I'm
I
like,
absolutely the
I
hell
had
not.
6 Jack and Cokes. Yeah.
I
Hell
mean,
no.
I think I'm good.
I can't swim.
I just want to float.
I guess.
Put me in the
So
lazy river. I just want to float.
did y'all ever? I guess kind of like segue into your first topic, but like, did y'all ever like? Did your parents like give y'all
Hell
stuff
no.
and then use it as like a weapon? Just like, oh, let's say hypothetically,
thought you was
we
gonna
go
say
on a
took
trip or
it
something. Let's say Kings of Million. Kings of Million was like booming, and like, oh, I take you to Kings of Million, and then once you go to Kings of Million, it's kind of like they kind of throw it in your face, like every time you do something wrong. I ain't never, you never doing that again, or you did this, or oh, you got Kings of Million coming up. So
I can't remember.
I was like, it's stuff
I
like they
ain't
used to
really get taken a lot of places.
the 1 or 2 times I did, it used to get weaponized. No, okay, I can't lie. When I was younger, we used to travel a lot. Like, just like I was definitely the kid on a Greyhound, me and my sister, and we just be like, it would be like good shit, like historical stuff and whatnot. But like I did like the civil rights, with the bridge that they walked across, the church that they bombed in Georgia. Like we did that whole thing. It came from like Richmond all the way down to like Tuskegee.
Okay.
Then
Dope.
it had like little Florida trips and stuff like that. But like it'd be like Kings of Men. I remember Kings of Men always used to be like the main weapon to anything.
Not they weaponized the amusement park.
Yeah, so it's kind of like well, like you ain't going next week or you ain't whatever. But overall, it was definitely more. My grandma was cool with it. It was the couple of the other parents that was kind of. Granny would be like, oh yeah, we in there.
We in there regardless if
Y'all
you bad or
going
you
there?
good. We
Here
go.
go $20. Here go a couple of dollars. Here's some money in your pocket, and you get them something to eat while they out there. These would be up.
Nigga been on punishment for 2 months.
And still
got bad
going.
grades, still going. Granny don't care.
Granny
He
don't
with me.
give a damn.
He with me.
It's a completely different jurisdiction over you.
Exactly.
Yeah. Me personally, I would do that to my kids. Now, what I did growing up, I don't remember mostly everything, but I remember when my grandfather was alive, we went to Disney World every year. Every year. When he was alive.
That's
We
a
went
working man right there.
Yes, he was. He drove the buses. So it was every
Oh, yeah, he had
year.
the discounts. He had
Yeah.
the plugs. No, he
So
didn't.
I don't remember Granny taking that from us if we act up, because we was bad as shit. If we act up, but it was some things like little events at school or something like that what my
Like
bad
field
ass
trips.
wanted to do.
Yeah.
And she'd be like, nope, your ass can't go because you acting up. And I surely did not go. After that, she couldn't take Disney World from me though, because that's grandpa.
Yeah.
But as far as like little school events and stuff, because I used to be bad. Seriously. I ain't gonna say bad as shit. You seen that picture yesterday? Bad. I used to be bad as shit. Bad. Like, I'm getting it back now. But yeah, bad. But me personally, I tell my daughter, all right, this is what we're gonna do. It's in your hand to fuck up and behold, she F's up. So save my money is a win-win. I put you in a predicament to either show me that you can behave and do what you gotta do, or you're gonna already prove me right. And you know what I'm saying? So like recently my daughter, she was doing good. She was doing good. And I said, all right, I'm gonna get her this Nintendo D6, whatever the hell it is that she kept asking for. And then her stepdad was gonna get her the iPad or something like that because she wanted two different things. I won't pay for two different things. You greedy, so you gonna get one or the other. Definitely with me. She greedy. I want this and this and that. So then I hit her with, all right, you gotta show me something. Then she go to school and then threatened the teacher and told her that I was going, yeah. And I politely canceled that order. And her birthday is on the 17th, and she's going to get a cake and a happy birthday, baby little buddy. Now, I don't care what anybody else do for her.
Yeah.
I'm not going to, if you feel the need that
That's
you
how my
want to
mama
do
was.
something for her, take out to eat or anything, cool. I'm not going to tell you no. But any kind of Kings Dominion, Busch Gardens, and no.
Yep. She did.
That's above and beyond. No. Everybody, do y'all parents feel the need to feel like since we are adults that we have to, how can I put this in a respectful way? That we owe them something or we owe them respect. We got to give you respect. Like they think because you are a parent and they birthed us or they pushed us out both ways, man and female, that we just obligated to respect you and you weren't really there. We was raised, our generations, we were raised by our grandparents. I have not met one person, honestly, in our generation. Definitely not trying to be,
Even
skin
if you
color
come
wise.
from a
But
two-parent household, you probably would still with your grandma.
Yeah.
our African American family households, we were mostly raised with our grandparents.
Right.
It doesn't matter if your mom didn't have your dad in the household, and it's some bum ass single fathers that didn't. There's some deadbeat moms out here, and your mom wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? Or your mom or your dad wasn't there, and you just strictly had your grandparents. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, why do you feel the need that I have to do this, that? Because now I'm an adult. Where were you when I needed you to help me grow up into an adult? And now with this generation right now, by us goddamn trying to parent ourselves, not knowing anything to do, because you didn't have the mother or the father guidance to really learn that. Now it's like, you see what I'm saying?
Do you,
It depends.
yeah.
Like, it really just depends on your personal experience.
Mhm.
Cause like
Yeah,
when
what's
you
your-
get older, you realize there ain't no rule book. Like mom, I had my mom, my dad. I was always with my grandma. Like I learned every day from grandma. Like cutting grass. Plumber come over. She like, go out there and see what he doing. Or can you teach my grandson so he can know how to do it? She was always, don't no woman don't want no man that can't cook or da 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 da. But like, mom was working a job. She had me young, and she was going to school. So like, of course, most of my upbringing is gonna be with who I'm with the most.
Mhm.
But I'm not gonna say like she won't dare, because I did see what it takes for a woman to have two kids and raise them and bust your ass and shit. Like, excuse me. Even though my dad and like we get into it a lot, took me a long time for me and him to get the common ground. We might butt heads, but like I don't think nothing really toxic. It gets toxic when you can't have a conversation about what happened.
Right.
That's when it gets toxic. Like, to me at least. Because like I said, I ain't really had like, I wouldn't call it toxic because I was rough around the edges. I ain't no circle. I'm a square. Like, I've been argumentative, been rebellious, you're not going to talk to me like that. I don't give a damn if I am 8. But it was always, you a kid.
Do you feel like that's being rebelliousness or that just you just
Well, it turned okay, let me dial back. It was outspoken, but then being shut down so much, it became rebellious.
Yeah.
And it carried on into adulthood. So I could say that probably was a little toxic thing, but when you talk to them and find out how they was raised, it was like they was straightforward. Your grandma won't how she is now.
Yeah.
Like she was busting me upside the head. She was straightforward. She ain't cut no corners. And it's like, but me, the question come in is if you didn't like it, why not try to change it with your offspring? That's what you should want to do. You can't keep harboring the shit and keep trying to
keep passing it down.
You know what I'm saying? Somebody got to change it. And that's where it gets toxic when somebody realizes the shit. Because it might do go back from moment of grandma to great grandma to great great grandma. Everybody just, or dad, grandpa, alcohol, whatever it is. But like I think, and parents, like you said, they demand respect. They think they know everything. So as a kid, it's hard to have that conversation. And then it's like as an adult, a lot of them feel that they probably failed or didn't do right or didn't love enough.
But do they actually care?
Do they care, and are they willing to talk about it? And I feel like if you ain't willing to talk about it with your child, you don't care.
I want to, like, everything y'all say, and I agree with. I feel like just in my life experience and like the research and the conversations, like me and my grandma, we talk a lot. And like even like the which like her upbringing and things, we did our traced our ancestry back to pretty far actually. We got a lot of information, a lot of stuff. So me and her always have those type of conversations. But I don't know, it could be recently or whatever it may be. But my mother is the one that kind of has that toxic traits, and just being an adult and looking at it, you like he was saying, like you can see the origin of it, you can see where it comes from, you can see why, you understand. In a conversation I was having with her with pretty much a dilemma that with my siblings and our mother is, I was like, you have your kids have kids now. 2 of your kids have kids now, and they got good age on them. So we got experience in life. So now with that being said, just being an adult and being understand how life work, we get that a lot of things could be out of your hands and a lot of things can be out of your control. And that's cool. Like we understand that. But that's me looking at it as an adult opinion, as a peer. Now you being our mother, and you're being the one who supposed to protect and do all this and do all that, then you don't have the we don't look at it as an excuse. I don't feel like it's any justifiable reason why, long as I'm breathing air, I wouldn't be able to whatever Ava needs from me, whatever my daughter needs from me. So no matter what the bats and like I said, me and my daughter's mom ain't really have that type of beef that I was ever kept away from my kid. But even if I am kept away from my kid to a certain extent, you gotta try, or at least perceive if you're trying. You could try. You could have tried your hardest, but when you not take accountability for your part, and it's everybody else's fault except yours, like it could be everybody else's fault. You could not have had a fair chance. You could not have did that. That is just part of life and reality. Nobody has a fair chance. It is nobody in this world to have a fair chance. Some people have better odds than other, but it is no fair chance.
Nobody's perfect.
No matter what you're doing, you can change your odds. You can put things into your favor, but what are you going to do with when you have these problems? And then when you might not have accomplished it, or you might not have did what you did, how do you take accountability for your part? And I think a bigger thing about it is the accountability part. And it's like they don't want, kind of like what you were saying, like where it came from the beginning, because I guess all they seen
Was what they
was
got
that.
led into.
And I feel like a lot of times they just like, oh, that's just what I'm supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got our generation, it's kind of like, you don't really gotta do that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's another means, another way you can go about it. So it just probably, it ain't no probably, from what I've seen, is what they seen. Now, same thing, like, why won't you break that though?
And I think, because it's hard to look in the mirror and stop blaming people. It's hard to be like, yes, bad stuff happened, but I'm the one that chose to internalize this hate. I'm the one that keep pointing the finger. I'm the one that kept choosing to, no, no, like it's their fault. It's their fault. Because if she ain't do that, and I did it, but it's like,
where's your variable at?
I neglected you because I was neglected. So I'm going to make you feel how I felt.
and that's a cop out.
And I'm going to leave you with the person who hurt me so they can hurt you.
Yeah.
And
I'm going to be honest. My bad, cut you off. My dad told me straight up, I'm 30 now. I think it was probably like a year or two ago. He like, I forgot how we got on the topic, but pretty much like, shit, I felt like I ain't had to do nothing because you had your grandpa and grandma.
At least he kept it a buck.
yeah, because I didn't get that.
I don't think moms don't get the buck.
It hurts. It hurts to hear that from your parent.
Yeah.
But at the same time, maybe it was meant for you to hear that
Because
to straighten you up.
Because
and say,
a lot of our
yeah.
arguments was, he used to be like, oh, God only look out for fools and dummies. I'm like, look, I can't do nothing that grandma look out for me,
Right.
and you feel like she don't look out for you.
Mm-hmm.
Know what I'm saying?
But you're also a grown man with a kid.
And also, when I tell grandma, let me get 200, I'm gonna give her 200 back.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not giving excuses to why she won't help me no more.
You're not burning the bridge.
Right, I'm not burning the bridge. Yeah, she probably threw something to me and told her ass no. At the same time, you a
grown man.
You the age where I'm at now.
And you also, not only you the only age, you're a grown man, and yes, that is your mom, but at the same time, that was your mom, and you was in the same position I was in. You messed that up.
And
so
then,
why are you putting that on me?
And then it got to a point where I remember my grandma, I think I turned like 14. I used to do everything with my grandma. Take me everywhere. Friends, laser quest, all this, all everything. She like, look, I remember her calling my dad, Jay, I ain't doing it no more. I ain't taking you nowhere. This talking to me now. I ain't taking you nowhere. I ain't doing nothing. You better call your daddy.
Mm-hmm.
You know that nigga.
You know he ain't doing it.
You know he ain't coming. Call your daddy. You called him no, because you know he ain't coming.
I ain't gonna hurt my feelings.
Like, I'm like, damn, how you just shut down on me? Which I get it.
Yeah.
Because you like, I'm raising your kid. By then, I got 2 more little brothers from him. So she probably getting overwhelmed, fulfilled, feeling like you just dropped the kids off and dip. But it's like, damn, you just gonna.
It's not a winning situation.
It's not.
Like,
and then my little brothers ain't get what I got.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I got grandma. What you want? We at Kingsman. We had taking trips. We over here, over there at the circus. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I was the oldest, the only one for a little bit, but you know.
Yeah.
But by that time, shit had got left, and she was just like, I ain't doing none of that no more.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't pour it out. She didn't.
So a lot of their experience is actually just being at grandma's house. Not too many trips being taken, no Six Flags, no, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so it's a different experience. Like, it's more of an isolated experience. You seen what it was in a better time, or when things were going a little differently before everybody was like completely fed up and done. And then their story is so much different because it's just like, oh, my nigga, we've been in this living room. We've been up in this room. We've been outside in the backyard. It's like, this ain't.
And whole time, they like, this how you know it's crazy. I'm going to grandma's house. My little brother's like, shit, we going to dad's house. That right there just show you.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Favoritism.
Oh, not even favoritism. It's like,
They don't know.
They don't know.
Yeah.
They don't know.
Like,
but it still does piggyback to favoritism because you don't know. Why don't you know?
Did your dad kind of like vibe with them or do a little more with them? Or was it still just the same?
Now, I can honestly say what they got that I didn't was probably in-house dad for a little bit.
So that time
I came in the picture.
Yeah.
As far as I can remember, I had a stepdad, dad, and a mom. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They got to actually like see the relationship with mom and dad
Mhm.
in the house, whatever. Especially my younger brother, like he still talk about shit to this day. Like it crushed him when his mama and my dad parted ways because shit, he had a 2-parent home.
Yeah, that's always amazing to see different
You know what I'm
perspective of
saying?
the same
It's
story.
crazy.
Like
Like
different.
literally, just
Yeah.
watching them, it's like, damn, like we literally all got different versions of our dad,
Mhm.
and we come from the same.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Was he
Even grandma.
so the younger siblings? He's probably what closer to his 40s by the time they was like playing like kids that the part of the life they remember because you remember the younger him. You
Yeah, he
remember,
older. Yeah.
so he got a little more time, a little more
Yeah, I
experience.
got the dad still in the streets.
Yeah,
We-
I'm outside.
You got that fresh dad.
You know what I'm saying? He's still hustling. He's still bop.
Brand new pops. So
You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't know what
Like,
the hell you know what I'm saying? I don't know
Trying
what
to kid
I'm
it,
doing.
nigga. I'm out here.
and then he probably realized that. Probably a hard pill to swallow. So now
Yeah, that reality
you're
check.
trying to look for a family. You're trying to do right with the other one. Because my mama won't fuck with him.
Mhm.
Yeah, she probably just seen it all.
Child support ASAP.
Don't worry about it, big dog.
Mhm.
Go ahead and get you right.
But yeah, I think it really depends on when you become a parent if you're able to bite that bullet to stop the toxicness and the junk.
I think a lot of our parents was still looking for that love from our grandparents. 'Cause our grandparents was
God.
cool with us, but they weren't necessarily cool with them. Now,
They wanted what we had. They got jealous, so they started to hate on us.
so like I seen my dad and my grandma. My grandma has always been like locked in with my dad. Like my grandma has always been locked.
That the old man. That the old man. No, don't cut that out. That the old man. Get up.
My grandma always been like she handle what she from the country, so it ain't handle pay bills, go to work, business. And my dad is like a real chill, like laid back person. Like he was one of them. He go home from school, he in the crib. You ain't worrying about him doing it. He in there watching TV, vibing, so on and so forth. So that was good. And then to look at my mom. My mom was adopted. My mom was like went through that more of a traumatic childhood. Like my dad, he was experiencing like unfortunately, like he had about a car when he was young. It was just like random shit like that. But like the household was secure. And then my mom didn't come from a different secure household, so now I'm seeing like the literally the difference between that love from their mom, which would be my dad and grandma. Like they locked in, like even to this day, like you ain't nothing, they good, so on and so forth. But then you see you see my mom and how the complete opposite is like more prominent. You can see like the damage. You can see how her interaction is with like her kids. You can see how this like it just is really. Fortunately, that I have experience to see both sides. And then the period of time I lived with my mom, it was kind of like I was there, and even though I got there as a form of a punishment, which is still the same thing about that now. Like imagine like my mom getting mad at my daughter, like, oh, you're going to live with your dad because you ain't good here. That's a psychological type of thing. You got two of your kids, you got one kid, which I guess in your mind you feel like you whatever, cool, whatever, that's in your own illusion, be great. And then you get one with me, and it's just like, no, I come from structure. We might ain't just eating every out. I might won't go on everywhere. I might won't do all that, but I come from structure. And then I get my mom, it's like, you don't even have structure. You don't even know what structure to present to your kid. So at what point do you decide like, oh, let me figure out what structure is and get that? You can handle this a lot differently.
Right.
And now that all your kids are adult and we experiencing our lives and we doing so on and so forth, it's like, are you trying? Like, are you putting the effort? Are you putting in the work? Because we went through that work. We had to get our own shit together. We had to figure out that we had to spend our time. We had to do our thought. Like all four of us is doing good. The youngest is 26. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? And she been paying her own bills since like 19 years old type shit. So it's like, what part, when did that click for you? Like, why don't that click for you?
She don't want it to click.
And that's what it is. And that's obviously what
the mindset. That's the problem.
It's much easier.
You gotta look in the mirror.
One thing about it is, just to piggyback on what y'all was saying, I'll get into my story after they get theirs out. Cause I got some juicy shit. Juicy stuff. Sorry, Lord.
Oh, you can cuss now.
Yeah,
You passed the 10 minutes. Just the first little 10-minute window.
juicy stuff here. Cause mine's worse than both of y'all's. But I would say, me personally, I had the mom. Well, I won't living with them, but I had my mom, and I had a person I thought was my dad that wasn't my dad. So you can. That's why I
Yeah.
said I'm gonna get in it. I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna get into it.
What the hell is
And
going on?
when I say it's juicy, it's juicy. So imagine being 12 years old and you found out who your real dad is, and it ain't even your real dad who tells you. And then once you get that information, you go to the source and get lied to and play a victim.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I said. My shit is juicy.
What about be cousins?
And then by then,
Probably.
oh yeah, we're gonna get into that.
We gonna get into it.
Wait,
And when I say it's not a personal attack, it's me. This is a healing channel, so it's me getting it out. Because it's probably some people out here that went through exactly what I went through and is afraid to speak on it. I'm past that. And it's down. This generation has to break generation curses, and sometimes we sit here and we try to heal our parents. And I know we all been in the chair where we try to have a bond with our parents and try to fix this stuff, because at one point you're like, all right, this is my mom, this is my dad, I got her. And then you get to the point where you see the pattern with them, and besides you taking accountability for what you did and what you got going on, I can't judge you. You know what I'm saying? But I can judge not what you went through, but what you could have changed.
How I could judge how you handled your situation. Like I can judge after everything all settled what you do.
Correct.
And a lot of times it's nothing.
Nothing.
even if it's as simple as saying I was wrong.
Thank you.
Yeah.
A personal, I'm sorry. But hold on, because sometimes this is where the
ain't no rule book.
I be having this word wrong. What's it called? Narcissism. Narcissism comes in, because they can apologize to you, but it's actually reverting back to them.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So it's like, are you apologizing to me to actually deeply, solely apologize to me? Or are you apologizing to me because you making you feel better?
Yeah, because what you
And
think
it's
you're
about
supposed to
you.
is what you think you're supposed to do right here.
She dead wrong. Sneak to your room. Everybody
It's
quiet.
and
You hungry?
Yeah,
I guess that's her saying sorry.
her saying sorry. You know what I'm
You want to
saying?
go outside?
And I had to learn myself too, because at one point with my kid, my oldest, I'm not gonna say my kids, I'm gonna say my oldest, because honestly, that was my first child. I didn't know what the fuck to do.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I'm not a nurturing. I'm more like the father. I might as well say I'm more of the father, because I'm starting to slowly get into the nurturing. I'm not the hugging type.
Nigga said, get up.
You know, it's like a quick. All right, my boy, going about your. I'm that. I'm more of the structure. I'm more of the. I'm gonna make sure you good at the end of the day. I'm gonna make sure you safe when you get out this house. I got my eyes on you. I'm checking here. You know what I'm saying? But my oldest doesn't have that nurturing, and I'm gonna get on that around the last part of the podcast, but I'm slowly getting to it. But I couldn't give it to her at that time because I didn't know what that.
Yeah.
I don't know what a hug is.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say not what a hug is, but I don't know how to really
Yeah.
express my, like a stranger. I dap you up, I hug you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's nothing. I see you cry now. When you cry, that's something different. But I'll give you a little,
A little pat on your back.
But what my kid is like, toughen up. You know, you got your feelings. I tell all the time, your feelings are valid. Your feelings are valid. I'm not gonna tell you not to cry. I'm not gonna tell you, but it. All right, now you've been crying for like about a good 20
it's so
minutes. You know,
that's where it starts. Your feelings turn into you so deep in your feelings. You so hurt.
Mm-hmm.
You so destroyed that it turns into
hate.
Mm-hmm. And it's like it don't got to be like that. Like,
but nobody. I feel like
that's what I tell my son. Like,
I'm gonna just go ahead and get into mine real
don't.
quick. I'm gonna get into mine. So.
Oh wait, real quick.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, let
he
me-
was about to say something.
Because Aaron was like, when you find your structure, and just a side talk, but I growing up with a stepdad who was working like 12, 14-hour shifts, a dad who in another household, like I got to see my mom like really like put structure into her life.
Yeah, you
And
watched
I
the
be trying
growth.
to, yeah, and I be trying to tell people like, and I think women be like, oh, they think the mama should do everything,
Yes.
and I'm like, but see, me, it's not that. It's what you gonna do when you don't have nothing else.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm gonna
She
piggyback
had a
on.
long time boyfriend who later became her husband, but he working 16-hour rotating shifts. He got 2 kids
my bad. This
with the age guys. We playing sports. My dad, who knows? So it's like, yeah, and he ain't paid child support on a timely basis. Come to find out, and all this other extra shit. Excuse me, French.
Beep.
Stepdad came through a lot of times. You know what I'm saying? I remember that for a fact.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever happens, he my dog.
Yeah,
My dad know that. Like you can't not. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
But it's like, even on the other end as a father, what you gonna do when you ain't got nothing else? You gotta put some structure because you got these kids now. You gotta get your head on straight.
yeah. Like you didn't get the spark. Like like some people get that spark when you got a kid. It's just like, okay, let me make some shift. And then there's some people that get that spark. They don't get the spark. You're just kind of like, oh, let me just.
That's what I told my son mom because she was younger than me when Juju was conceived. So I'm like, look, said she wanted it. You had that discussion,
Yeah,
and I'm like, I'm gonna be honest. I said no because I knew the age difference, and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I can see you not ready to cut that. To me, that's what I felt. Cut that switch on.
well, that's what it is. But
Because
that's a logical way of looking at it,
I've
though.
been around you long enough to know, and this is a major shift change.
Mm-hmm.
And when she was like, I'm gonna have it, my switch came on.
Females get a
To the point where she know,
I'm gonna speak right.
my bad.
No, you
To the
good.
point that she know
I just think I should cut her eyes at me.
you can
Yeah, watch what you ready to
like
say,
you can give me him.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like that's how much I like. You can drop him off. He good.
Mm-hmm.
You can do whatever you want. He good. I'm here, and he gonna have structure. Like not keep him away from me, but that's how we got in the situation I'm in there, and I got him full time. Like
do that structure.
shit went left, but you can give him to me because it's still structure over here.
I've said this plenty of times that the males are logical thinkers, but when you female have a baby, it's a different chemical change in their mind, and it's a different chemical hormonal change in their body that not even to the postpartum part, just the baby being conceived in their body, and so like you looked at it as okay, like we would look at any other situation. What's the pros and cons, the liabilities, the whatever it may be, and then she's getting a different type of like we don't have that
emotional side.
we don't have that same
That
connection, that heartbeat, that even before the heartbeat part, we don't have that because like you said, everybody got to have that. Well, I lucked up in my situation, but I have been in them. I have had them text messages and them calls that saying, "Hey, yo, big dog." So it's just kind of like when you it's kind of you get it, but then you sometimes you want to be like, hey, I know, I understand. I feel like everything is good, everything is straight. We know it could be a perfect, things can make work, but
We thinking about 18 years from now.
yeah, if I'm telling you like, okay, this might not shift in you the way you think it might shift, and I'm only telling you just through experience in life, and then it get to the you don't have this baby. You're not doing this. And then that's where the line get drawn at, because a lot of times at the beginning, the male will be like, look, I know we can't do this. Granted, we both could have prevented this.
Mm-hmm.
And granted that we both can figure it out. But as of right now, if we can not have this problem or this potential rough patch before it get better, let's prevent it. And then in the other way, the way the naturally of the female mind was like, okay, no, this is a life. It's instant mother survival mode. So like, it could come off kind of nasty work if a guy's saying,
I don't think I'm ready for it.
I'm
But
gonna
you
put a
was
little
ready
bit of
when
my
you was-
business out here. In my one or two situations, I don't. It's your body, your choice shit. Even before it was a big topic and everything like that. I
No
don't.
matter what I say.
Yeah, it don't matter.
I'm gonna stand up regardless.
Let me express to you like, okay, well, I don't got no beef. I ain't saying we can or can't do this. I ain't saying this, but we probably shouldn't do this. Or if we do this, no matter what you do, I'll support you, whatever you got going on. If you don't want to do it, if you do want to do it, I support it regardless or not. But this is just my opinion. And then when it looked at that, it's like, you don't want this. You don't care. You don't feel. You don't this. And it's like, no, it's not that I don't care. I'm telling you that I do. But I'm also telling you, like, the same way you trust me for us to go outside and nothing happened to you, you should be able to trust me to put us in a good place of our future. Now, if we both fucked up at the baseline, because we both could have prevented this. Don't say I could have did this and I could say you could have did this. Now that is out the way.
Thrown out that second. No.
Yeah, like now that we got the baseline established, like, well, we don't have to keep redoing the foundation. We already know the foundation is wild. So,
Bro.
like,
You want to have a baby?
bro, you know how much that movies cost yesterday that you wanted to go to?
God damn.
Niggas don't know nothing about no wick. Y'all know because your aunties and everybody that been through it. Y'all, we don't know nothing about no wick. Our dad and not telling us about no wick.
They don't qualify
Our
for
dad and not
food
telling us
stamp.
about no social security, social services. They ain't telling us about none of that.
They don't tell you
Find all that
they
out.
don't tell you you get
Baby gone.
you don't
Niggas don't even know they can go to court and fight for their rights.
they don't tell you the food stamp come once the dad's on child support. Like, I just can't go get food stamps. I got to put her on. Money got to come from somewhere.
This on my check. It say TANF. I ain't never heard that. The baby ain't here yet.
You think what? Like,
Well, I had to do it because you said that you won't go.
you don't listen to shit I say. You ain't listen to shit I said this whole time, but this is the one thing.
Right.
You don't listen to shit.
But like you said, we get it.
Yeah.
It's just how we feel from our perspective. Well, whatever the man is feeling at that time. Because some guys be, yes, this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted, you know?
Them the niggas be getting fucked though. Now, obviously, we taking the perfect scenarios out of it. We taking all the good, happy. This is a toxic parenting topic.
Yeah.
So we get it. We know as
communication starts. Because I know sometimes she be throwing that up. You ain't even want them.
why is that the only thing you remember I said?
No, you're right. But you had them, and now I'm here. So
now I'm logged in. I could be out back of this bitch. Like, you feel me?
It is what it is. Man.
Some females make it a little worse than
was young.
what it needs to be. I can admit that. I
If
can
you
definitely
didn't have a
admit that.
daddy, how you gonna tell me
How to be a daddy. Yeah. And I'm
I'm gonna stand on that. I forever stand on that. And I know that might sound fucked up.
it's the truth though.
But I mean, my kid gonna be able to say she had a fucking daddy. So fuck y'all niggas. So I can say this. How you gonna tell me to be a dad if you never seen it? Uncle Phil was a nigga uncle, wanting his daddy.
Yeah.
That nigga was a father figure. It was not his biological father.
Yep.
Right.
Your mom's friend is not your, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But my bad. 'Cause this video was kind of going on the topic, and I remember this. And I'm gonna beep this part, but I actually sent this to my mother.
Oh,
And I want to tell you, and I also want to read the interaction after.
But okay, you ready to tell your story now?
Gather around. Gather around. All right, so
Because this is about to turn into a over here going through therapy.
slow zone.
Yeah, we got some.